It's an energy thing. Absolutely, it's an energy thing. And it's a question of empathy and love to human being.
Yes, without marketing measurements, the people come here by word of mouth.
Modern medicine ignores a lot, and this is only one example, that they don't accept kinesiology because it's not scientifically proven, but the methods to prove scientifically don't fit for this method, kinesiology. So it's the wrong approach which they have to this method. Instead of being open and looking, does it work or does it not work? And it's more than apparent, obvious that it works. Kinesiology works extremely well if you do it correctly and if you integrate it into the whole program.
So that's the best tool of marketing is the word of mouth, and it's a proof of quality and satisfaction that the patients, they see success, so they are telling their friends, and so we get more and more patients from other countries.
Dentistry has to be included much more in medicine, because most of the diseases which we have, modern diseases, chronic diseases, they have a toxic background. And the toxic background is very often connected with the dental situation. From root canals, from mercury fillings, that's why.
But everything is connected too.
We use sound medicines to clean up the milieu. We use botanical medicines, homeopathic medicines, infusion therapy to clean up the liver. And then we also focus a lot on the intestines, because that's really the venue where a lot of materials either exchange with the body, that's one, two, are also removed from the body.
Of course it's a challenge, but we don't really go into a challenge. So we just go our way, we do what we can, what we do best, and we just ignore the pharmacy and the conventional medicine. I mean, you do integrate conventional medicine to a certain extent, but we just go our way, which fits best and which proves to be best for the patients.
Dark field microscopy we do since 30 years. And this is a tool which is very quick, very deep going. You see the milieu of a human being, you see changes in the blood, in the cells. You put the cells under stress and you look how do they react under this stress. So it's one method which shows us a regulation and variability of how the body can react.
Yes, we were probably the first clinic who started to use the zirconium implants as the only solution. We have never been working with the titan, you say?
Titanium.
We have never worked with titanium implants, and that's how we work. We do our things in a consequence, and we don't do any compromises if we feel they are not good for you or for the patient.
And a lot of patients who've been everywhere else and done everything else in traditional medicine, they've been to the famous clinics, they've had the top doctors and types of therapies and had no effect, and basically been sent home to die from traditional doctors, and many of them land here. So obviously traditional medicines and medical approaches are not going to help these patients.
But we have a few other things we are also doing, or we always also differ from what other dentists do. For example, the root canals, we have always refused to do any root canals for the same reason that from what we experience, we know that it doesn't help. It's a disturbance field, and so we don't do it.
And a lot of patients who've been everywhere else and done everything else in traditional medicine, they've been to the famous clinics, they've had the top doctors and types of therapies and had no effect, and basically been sent home to die from traditional doctors, and many of them land here. So obviously traditional medicines and medical approaches are not going to help these patients